Hello, people. I am Jaby Koay, joined by Achara Kirk.
Sup.
And we love Parineeti Chopra.
Yes, we do.
Okay. That's that. You can go now.
Just wanted to put that out there.
That's all. That's the end of the video.
I got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling. Yeah.
So we're looking at SAINA official teaser with Parineeti Chopra and Bhushan Kumar, releasing March 26, 2021. And I'd be happy to interview her again if she wants one. She was very, very fun. And yeah,
She's just a cool person.
That was just a lovely, lovely interview. It certainly made for a very, very awesome 5:30 in the morning. So, because that's when the interview happened. Anyway, let's go. SAINA official teaser.
मेरा देश भारत, आबादी 125 करोड़, उसमें से आधी लड़कियां। राजा बेटा कॉलेज पढ़ेगा मेरा, बेटी चूल्हा फूके, और फिर 18 की होते ही हाथ पीले। स्टोरी फिनिश। लेकिन मेरे साथ ऐसा नहीं हुआ। करची तवे के बदले में पकड़ी मैंने तलवार।
Wow.
सामने कौन है इससे मुझे कभी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा। मेरा ध्येय एकदम सरल, सामने वाले को चित कर देना, मार देना।
You know what's cool about sports movies is it gives you a chance to look at something that you probably would never have paid attention to. At least for me, I'd never paid attention to badminton. Like that was never a thing that was a sport that I would ever like focus on or watch.
I never watched it, but I really enjoyed playing it when I was a kid.
I didn't play it.
I'd play it every
like,
day.
Totally have zero experience with this sport. I'm just like vaguely aware of it. Like
Right.
it's a thing. But the moment she's like,
No, it's hardcore. That's the thing. Like you can get really, violent with it. I got hit in the face by my neighbor. So
that explains everything.
yeah, what happened
All of my
was,
confusion just
yeah. I don't know, maybe you guys did this too, but after school, me and my friends, we would, when we were finished homework, we'd come and we'd play badminton in the street.
Yeah.
And sometimes we would play doubles. And I was playing with my friend Palm, and he had a crush on me. And
just gotta throw that in
no,
there.
so, 'cause this is
Totally not relevant to the story whatsoever.
No, it is relevant because what happened was the shuttlecock was coming this way, and then we were both coming towards it, and he like swiped at it, and it like whacked my face, and I was just like, oh, I was like gonna cry, and then he was just devastated because he was like, oh my god, I just hit my crush in the face with a badminton racket. Have I disfigured her? And blah, blah, blah. Luckily it wasn't that bad, but I mean, damn, he hit me pretty hard. I was like, And then his dog tried to eat my dog. I was like, this romance is not working out. Okay.
Anyway, I'm definitely interested in this movie. Parineeti Chopra is awesome.
Yeah.
And she's like really like doing this role.
Now the Chopras have both done a sports movie, right?
Well, yeah, sports movie representing, basically playing characters that represent India in a very strong way.
Yeah, and also
Totally the same. Boxing, badminton, same exact sport, right?
Exactly. The drive is the same.
Sure, I mean, sport, yeah.
Athleticism.
Sport, I mean, that's what sports, anyone who's trying to take it all the way in sports, the drive is,
Yeah.
you're competing.
Yeah.
Is the idea. So
it's this like egomaniacal rage.
It's your training up against someone else's training ultimately. And
exactly. And I think, winning gold for your country is a huge deal. And I feel like even more so when you come from a country like India or Thailand or whatever, where maybe you don't normally place in the top 3, let alone win a gold medal, and being a woman and kind of having a different story than like the story that she's narrating, which is like the general accepted story for girls is like you're born, you do stuff in the kitchen, you learn how to be a good wife, and then you're 18, and she's just kind of proving that you can do something else, and that's extremely inspiring for people, especially young girls who maybe, you know, feel like they're being pushed into this certain direction in life. And here is someone who's done really well for herself, doing something that she's amazingly talented at and that she loves.
Outside of the I guess standard roles, just standard gender role of a girl, I think that what I'm also seeing here is just that sort of road less traveled sort of thing that, you know, man or woman that you can go through. You know, we were on the live stream the other day and someone was asking us about what to do because he's supposed to go this path, but he wants to do acting, and you had to give him like sort of pseudo counseling on like whether or not he should do it based on these parameters and these ideas.
Yeah, I mean, if you love something and you have the drive to do it, then you should.
Exactly. And so the thing that draws me in beyond that element of the road less traveled is also just the sheer intensity that's being displayed here, whether it's the sport itself or the intensity of going the distance, kind of like, you know, a boxing film, you know, to go back to that.
Yeah.
You know, like Rocky or whatever. It's just like, it's all or nothing kind of thing. What seems to me to be the case here, kind of like Borg versus McEnroe or whatever that was called. I don't know, there's something cool about that intensity about a sport that I would have never paid attention to otherwise, really. Because like, I'll watch a tennis match on TV and be like, boring, and I'll switch the channel, right? But watching it in film, you get to get in tighter with what the characters are going through. It's more intimate.
Right.
And to be able to participate in these events in an intimate way with these people through the powers of the, you know, actresses and actors and whatnot, and the director doing his thing, I think it just makes it way more exciting than the actual sport could ever be. That's what draws me into these kinds of things. And so seeing that intensity up close and what the characters are thinking and feeling in the moment, just the cinematic application of the sport, I think is really, really cool.
Yeah, and like you were saying, you know, sports movies are just generally inspiring and uplifting anyway, because, you know, they're always an analogy for life and like following your dreams and not letting setbacks get you down. And I just want to say, I mean, it looks like Parineeti Chopra did some training for this, but, you know, I'm saying that as someone who doesn't really play
I thought she just showed up to set and just grabbed the racket and was, let's go, let's John Wayne this shit.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to give my girl
I know. I'm just messing around.
Just want to be
it's
like,
very
hey.
clear. It's very clear that she's been doing some, you know, training.
She looks athletic.
She said in the interview that we did with her, like, if she can't do some kind of like research on the, you know, getting into the character.
I feel like she was teasing this for us, you know, where she was like, yeah, you know, I love to do stuff where I get to really learn a new skill or do research and delve deep, and I feel like this is something that she definitely did here.
Well, hopefully from this, it sort of parlays a path towards doing action cinema for herself, because she has expressed interest in that. She expressed interest in it directly with us, and I think that this is probably like a nice stepping stone towards action, because I don't know what Priyanka Chopra's career was like before she did the boxing film. After that, clearly she's done action, quite a bit of it. Following Mary Kom, she did a considerable amount of action just based off my knowledge of the trailers that I watched. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Y'all can correct me in the comments if that's completely false, but there seems to be a correlation there. And so, because you're displaying, I hate to use this word, but you're displaying masculinity and toughness through the sport.
It's like athleticism too.
It's all sort of in the same soup, same area under the same tree, branches of the same tree. And so because of that, hopefully she can get closer to the thing that she desires to do, which is action. And hopefully with her, with Priyanka.
Yeah. That would be fun.
That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah. No, this looks really cool.
I think the last thing I want to point out, and which is probably already obvious at this point, but I'm enjoying the way that this is shot. I think that there is a lot of artistry going on, a lot of creative camera work and whatnot happening to make this even more inviting, more appealing, to make it feel like an action film. Like, one of the things I love about Whiplash is that it feels like a boxing movie, right?
Right.
That high level of intensity. It's all or nothing. The same thing that draws me to Whiplash is what's drawing me to this. It's just like that. This is everything to her. And I love that because I feel like that's very relatable.
Sure, yeah.
And it's very, like you said, it's very inspiring. And I think that it's further enhanced by the cinematography here, all the creative camera work, creative shots and whatnot that just make it feel even more almost surreal in a way, I guess. You know, like there was a shot of the thing traveling and it had this sort of like a parade effect or whatever, what do you want to call it? Like an echo of the visual.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The shuttlecock going across the screen.
That's such an interesting word.
Yeah, that is actually the word.
Yeah, so anyway, I like how it's shot. I like how it looks great. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and looking forward to this film coming out very, very soon. I am Jaby Koay. This is
Achara Kirk.
Peace out.